Greetings bleepers, how the devil are you? Today we will ask the question, the Nokta Makro Legend, does it still suck? It still blows my mind to think that everybody was saying that this was the greatest machine since sliced bread when it first came out. You dirty creatures, have a bit of integrity. We're recommending these products to working class people. You know, don't just say that they're great because you know you're going to get another free one in the future. I don't like it when I'm lied to as a consumer. It really annoys me. And on another note about that, why is it... Sorry, we won't talk about that much more. Anyway, yes, right, so this machine sucked. It was awful. I couldn't stand it. Battery life, an hour. Couldn't find metal, which is what you kind of want from a metal detector. Right, nice little signal here. Cheeky, chirpy. Iron there. All right, let's get in and see what this is. This is strange. Just dug it out. Huh? Is it there? That was a really good signal. You're not telling me it's iron, right? Oh, it's back. With a strong iron tone. It's got to be here, right? It was a good signal, it was a really good signal. And now it's just turned into iron. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Well, I eventually found it. And it stopped grunting. It was a blooming ring. Man, I would have missed that if you just walked over that and decided that it was a grunt. Why did you do that? Why did you decide that was iron and now you're deciding it's good again? Don't do that. There's so many problems. The pinpointer sounded like a pterodactyl being rogered by a slipper. However, in that video titled, What is the best metal detector? I did say that I will test it properly and thoroughly and with an open mind on the next update. And I've skipped a few and I'm on 1.7 now, I believe. And I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not looking forward to this at all. I hope that this has sorted some of the problems out, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I want to run the machine simply as out of the box as possible. So I'm going to go multi-frequency, I'm going to go in field mode. Actually, one thing that I have changed is that I've gone to custom mode and I've notched out those first few bars and those low IDs just because I'm hoping and presuming that that's going to take out a lot of coke, and the field that I'm testing this on is a coke filled field, if you will. So I'm pushing the notch there. Also, when I thought about this after. When I updated it, for some reason it kind of just came back as one tone. Obviously I can put it back into as many tones as I want. Well, up to 60 I think. I don't know. Typically I'll go 5, right, because I'm coming from the Nox and other machines. So I want low, mid, high, and then I want you know that type of thing. So I have 5 where it's in between, 3 as well. So this came back to 1 and I was just about to change it to 5 and I thought, no, let's stick it at 1. I'm just going to go one tone with this because then I can really figure out what's going on or if it's any good tonally, because I could probably figure out a lot in that bracket. Also, I can really pay attention to ID numbers a little bit more. Of course, the upshot of that is I'm probably going to dig a lot more iron because I'm not going to get the iron tone. And I'm also going to dig a lot of full because it would just presume that they are hammered coins. Anyway, come on, let's test this bloody thing out, shall we? Okay then, first target with the Legend. Well, with the new update, 1.7. Right, it's definitely out then. And it is right there. Okay, let's get in and see what this is. So 35, 40, 40, yeah, around about there. 30s to 40s. I'm just seeing if it'll drop out, but it's not going to, so I'm going to go in. Well, that was a nightmare to find. It's teeny. Probably a little rove or something. That's impressive. That's impressive. It wasn't deep, but you know, it was like near the top, but God, it was teeny, absolutely teeny. And that turned out to be just a little bit of circuitry. Rang true, about 18, 19. Really strong signal. Pinpointer was spot on, which is something that I had a real problem with the machine in the first instance before these updates. I'm so glad that they got that particular problem sorted. I've just found an interesting target down here with the Legend, and I've just got Simon to counter check it with a Deus. Do you say Deus fast, Si?
Yeah, I've just switched it down to Gold Max, and
it's a tight target on the Legend. How is it your end?
yeah, it's very tight. Just put it on Deus fast, put it back on hot.
Numbers wise?
I'm getting 83 on.
So just out of curiosity, you would dig that with the Deus, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd have a look. So it could be a coin on its side or anything.
All right.
It's such a tight signal.
It is really tight. So this is what we're getting with the Legend. Where's it gone? So 30s, 40s, interestingly. This is going to be really intriguing, this one. Let's see what this is. Well, it is out. It's a good target, isn't it? It's a good... that's the speed that you'd expect of a modern metal detector. Let's go in. So it is right there. It's a teeny little button size. Really quite small. That's good. What is that? What would you say? 3 inches?
Yeah.
4 inches?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Very, very small target. That's pretty impressive, actually. Round, small, circular piece of metal, you know. So
I mean, it's thick
size.
copper. Oh no. I know what that is.
What is it?
It's got gnarled edges.
Ah, it's a bit off my bike.
No, lighter.
Oh right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
one half of the flint thing.
That's probably ours from the 90s.
Probably.
All right, we got ourselves a mystery clod, a clod full of mystery. 18, 19 again, so just take a note of that. I think it was probably on the top. I'm not expecting this to be anything nice at all. But yes, just a bit of okay, I'm gonna take note of that. Absolutely take note of that. Just a bit of tin foil. Well, that was a strong 28. Probably a bit of just nothingness, but I think it's lead, and it could have been something in a past age. We have this circular side here. Worth investigating more, but again, yeah, strong target, about 4 or 5 inches down. Not too bad. Yeah, again, just to get that point across. Really good at getting those small targets. I mean, you're not going to miss that, are you? And that's a teeny little button, that one is. Might have some sort of definition on it there. Interesting little thing. My opinion is changing of you. It's an interesting little button. It's about 16 or 18. Nice repeatable there. But I've been getting a bit of tin can. Around about the same numbers. As nice a signal as that as well. I want to dig that one anyway, and it turned out to be a nice little button. Obviously, tin can addy, stuff like that's going to be a problem with any metal detector, but it's interesting that I felt that was more potent. It wasn't so ethereal, if you will. So that's good. Not sure what that is, but gorgeous 23 that was. Look at that. That's good. That's better. That's better. That's what we want from you. And it's circular, so could have been a nice coin, you know. Good. Interesting little artifact there. I think it rang up about a 28. Nice repeatable, but historically definitely worth some investigation. It's bronze. Interesting enough. That was good, but it was literally on the surface, that one, so I think anything could have found that. Big old lump of shrapnel. No, I don't know, not too sure. There's this bit here. I'll ask Mark, you might know. But that was down at some good depth. An artifact of some sort. Modern, but again, good potent signal. Told me where it was. That's all I need to know. All right then, that's about 8 inches. And that's a buckle. And I can't grumble about that at all. That's impressive. Do you know what? I was convinced that was going to be big iron. I thought it's going to be big iron. It ain't, it's a buckle. Good. That's a strange lead artifact, that is. It's like an arm with a fist on it. Right hook. Goosh. Okay, so the muck spread is coming in. Ugh, yeah. So let's call it a day now. Then come back tomorrow. We'll go to another field tomorrow. If I had to make, if you like twisted my arm and said, right, you have to make a decision on this right now. Is it better than it was? Yes, infinitely. As far as I'm concerned, those problems which really bugged me in the first instance are sorted out, and that is great. I just enjoyed myself out there. Very impressed with that little buckle at that depth. Just everything you want out of a kind of mid to high end, well, mid ranged machine. The pinpoint function seems to have been cleaned up, which is great, because it was just all over the place, and it's more efficient, quicker. It's not as scatty. It's just better, and the battery life, of course, is a lot better now as well. But then, of course, there's the long-term question: is it a good metal detector in the long term? And unfortunately, only time can tell on that one. Too many other people do reviews and go like, oh, it's a great machine, go out and get it. Yeah, well, that's not how it works, is it? It takes time to be able to say if a machine is worthy or not. And there's machines that I've done on this channel, I've reviewed on this channel, that I've used for a long time, and I've reviewed them and they're okay, and then I've gone on and they're not that good. And then there's machines that I've used on this channel but I haven't even put the videos up because I just didn't think they were worth talking about. So, if you are interested in the specifications of this machine and more details, there's a link in the description below to the Joan Allen page. I want to use this now and investigate it more because, yeah, so far I quite like it, which I'm really surprised about. Anyway, tomorrow. All right then, it is the next day, and I'm on another field. The field yesterday wasn't great. None of us got anything really. Straight in with this, which I think is probably, I want to say a bit of a crotal bell, but it's weird. No, maybe it's not. No, I don't think it is. Bit of an old spoon, small spoons. The handle would have come up there. I don't know, but that's got my got my historical radar going, if you will. And that was a nice straight 17, about 3 inches, really strong. Right, so this is a nice signal. Just thought I'd give you an example of how that works. Pinpointer. Now, even though I haven't had much time with this machine, I'm going to put my head on block and say that's something nice. Oh, it's a bit of foil. Let's go in and see what it is, shall we? Rightio. It is out. It's in this clod here, apparently. Check it's not on the surface. No, right, let's do this old school, shall we? So you guys can get an idea. Right, it's fallen out. Okay, there it is. It's shot off over there somewhere. It is another button. That's interesting. It's pretty much a surface find, really, but it's like an old token of some sort. It would have been anyway. You can see, I think it's a US in the middle. Yeah, actually thinking about it, World War II, lots of US troops stationed around this area, loads actually. Not sure if it's related, but could well be. Very interesting. That really pinged, that did. And just a button of nothingness there, but again, just a really good, potent, repeatable signal. Okay, this just shot out. Really good repeatable target, 4750, but it looks like silver, but I can tell that it's some weird, it's not, is it? Some weird alloy. Ow! Oh, that's sad. But round and in the ground. That's the main thing that matters, and the fact that it was easily found and identifiable by the machine. And that's all we want, really, isn't it? At the end of it all, we just want you to tell us that there's something there. We'll do the rest. Okay, so that was a really strong 45. And we've got a coin or button situation. I think it's probably a coin, but it's well worn. But yeah, that pinged. But again, a few inches down. Let's give it a quick clean up. Ah, yes, alas, it is but a coin of nothingness. But again, good that it found it. And technically my first coin with the legend. Lovely signal. Nice pewter button, typical find. I think that was like late 30s, I think, if I remember rightly. Nice though, nice, really good signal again. And that's a handle to something, I'd say. A few inches down. Nice. You know, none of these finds are great, but it's all the stuff you want a metal detector to be finding, and then you got to get Lady Luck to do the rest. So the fact that I am finding these bits and bobs is a really, really good sign. Right, we have something here, which sounds great. I'm just mindful it's all muck spread has been everywhere. That's it there. And it wasn't too far down. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a bloody button. Sorry, I shouldn't have picked that. Right, I'm not doing this anymore. Right, I won't film any more buttons, I promise. Now this is interesting. Just come out of that hole there. Very small round coin. I think I'm probably going to call a Roman, or I think it's probably a Grot. It's probably had it, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit anyway. But again, it's a nice repeatable signal. Oh, I think I can see more definition on the screen itself. Let's have a look. A little Roman, all right. Look, you can see the head that side. 2,000-year-old coin. Thank you. And the other side, you can see someone holding a spear or a scepter and writing around the left-hand side there. Well, legend, I think you may have proved yourself here. Well done. Congratulations. I've got to give it to you. You found that little coin down there. It's only what, 4 inches, 3-4 inches, but you know, it's got a chunk missing out of it. It's not fully circular. It's a really good signal, strong, and it's a Roman. Man, the response time in that conductivity bracket, as in the speed I was swinging when that little Roman came up, absolutely amazing. You're running at that point, you know. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a little Roman. I'm very, very happy that I found it. Very interesting experiment sticking to that one as well at one time, because it almost gives you an extra layer of discrimination in the sense of, so you've got your iron tones, but if you can find, say you've got a big iron and then you go over it and it's always going to give you a good signal, right? But it seems to have a scratch almost in the background on the legend. I think that's, I'm not 100% sure. I thought that was the same. I'm thinking that was the same with the Amphibia. I can't quite remember, but it's a really nice tone, but there's a scratch behind it. And you can tell if that is big iron or alternatively big tin foil, it seems. And that's just with that one tone, which is good. Good, I like that. A lot of machines do that. I like it. Anyway, I can only give the thumbs up and retract everything I said about the legend after this test has proven, well, the update and this test has just proven it to be good. As I said good, I didn't say awesome. And why didn't I say awesome? Because again, only time's gonna afford me that opportunity. So just keep an eye out on the channel. I'll do some more tests, and then I can tell you my honest opinion as to if it's looking good. It's really looking good. It's looking good. Anyway, links in the description below. Thank you for watching, my friends. I'll see you in the next video.